Hey you guys, okay, this is going to be a review on a company called C.P.C Cosmetics, and they're located in Hong Kong. So yes, they are overseas, but they ship international. They ship all over the world, and shipping was pretty quick. It only took about 5 days for me to receive the products that were being sent to me. Yes, I did receive these for free, but that doesn't change my opinion on the way the products work for me. So let's get started. First I want to talk about the packaging. It was really well, so everything came in this type of bag right here. The palette and the brushes came in this bag. It was really well bubble wrapped. Like, this is the palette. It came in like this extra duty bubble wrap, and you open it and it came with a box and some more bubble wrap right here. So everything was extremely packaged well. But the first thing I want to talk about is the brushes. I received 24 brushes from this company. And it's kind of like a Sigma thing, like where Sigma does the MAC thing, the foundation brushes. And these are synthetic fibers. This is my favorite one right here, and this is called the C.P.C 190. And it's the dupe to the MAC 190. And this one, even though I don't own this brush by MAC, I went to the MAC counter the other day when I got the stuff that I wanted, and I felt it, and it feels just like this, and it provides a lot of coverage. I use this foundation brush for applying my moisturizers, and I like the way that it gives me a lot of coverage over my face, my whole entire face. And this is the first foundation brush I ever used, and I really like it. So this is one of my favorites, the C.P.C 190. The next foundation brush is the square foundation brush. I use this one for applying my concealer when I want like a full coverage brush, and I really like this one too. My next favorite brush is, and those other two brushes, they don't shade at all. But this is the next brush, the C.P.C 134, and it's the large powder brush. It looks like this, and what this is used for is applying setting powder all over your face, finishing powder. And this video might be in 2 parts because I gotta review all of these brushes and the palette, so I'm sorry. But yeah, this brush did shed when I first got it, but when since I've been using it, it doesn't shed. It shed when I washed it and some dye came out, but that's what you get when you get black hair brushes or any brushes with color. It's always gonna, most of the time, gonna produce a discoloration when it's being washed. So this is another really good brush. Yeah, it doesn't shed anymore, and it doesn't shed when I use it on my face. The next brush is the C.P.C 187, and it's like the dual fiber stippling brush. Now, I don't really care for this brush because it seems like to me like it's missing some bristles. You might not be able to see it on camera, and like when you do the stippling thing, it's kind of flimsy and it's not dense enough. That's all I gotta say about this one. But it doesn't shed as much as my Coastal Scents one. But I did use this, if you can see, to apply blush, but that's about it. And I have the prices and everything to this, to these brushes and stuff in the bottom bar. So yeah. Next is the C.P.C 168 brush, and it's the Angle Contour Blush Brush. I don't think I have any bad things to say about this. It worked as far as putting on blush and stuff for me. It did shed at the beginning, like the big one did, but this one doesn't anymore. I guess because I used it enough to get all the loose hairs out from Next is the C.P.C 150, and this is another all over powder brush, but it's the large. The other one was the extra large. This is the large, and this is the C.P.C 150. This one does have loose hairs. Like, you pull out one, you get a bazillion. That's the only problem I have with this one. Other than that, it's really soft. It works for me. And this is the C.P.C 129 brush. It's the blush brush, and this is my MAC 129. The hair on this one is like, it's more hair and it's more thicker. Like, I don't know if you can see, but I mean, I didn't really use this one for blush. I prefer the stippling brush or my C.P.C 168 over this one. But this one sheds also. I mean, it's your preference, whatever kind of brush you like best for blush. I mean, it fits perfect on the apples of your cheeks, so you could use this for blush too. So, and the last face brush, this is the 116, and you can use this for powder, blush, anything. I didn't really have a problem with this one. It does shed. Okay, yeah, it does shed too. So that's about it. You can use it for blush, you can use it all over. Bronzer, perfect for bronzer. I never thought about that, to apply on your face and stuff. So definitely. This one is the C.P.C 219. Now, I found all the white hair ones to be pretty like prickly, like scratchy to me. I don't know. Yeah, I found this to be kind of scratchy, but it's the exact dupe to the MAC one. Let's see, this one for that green look I showed you guys yesterday, that I asked you guys, did you want to see? But it worked for that, so you know. Next is the 212. The liner brush. I really love this brush, y'all. This brush feels so freaking good. Like, I think it's synthetic hairs, but it feels so soft. Like, I can't even describe this brush, but what I use this brush for is, like, when I line my eyes, I take my black eyeshadow, and I put it on my lid and just press it on there, you know, to set my eyeliner so it will last longer. So I really love this brush. This is a must brush. So next is the C.P.C 222 brush, which looks like this, and it's just a blending brush. I don't have any problems. I didn't have any problems with this. I use this also for the green look that I did yesterday. It blends really well. Pretty soft. It doesn't shed. Next is the C.P.C 209 brush, liner brush, and actually it's two liner brushes. Where is it? The C.P.C 210. So it's two liner brushes. Like, this one is for more precise lining for your eyeliner, and this one is like for body art too and eyeliner. So I used this one when I did my I did like a little body paint on my cousin, and it worked really good. And then I used this one, great, and I had no problems at all with either one of these. No shedding or anything. And they are the C.P.C 209 and the C.P.C 210. Next is the C.P.C 231, a really small detailed brush. This is a really versatile brush. It's good for the inner tear duct, lower lash line, smudging, anything. I really enjoyed this brush. I used this too on the green look. Next is your standard grooming brush. This one, I have to say, is pretty rough. Like, it's really, I don't know, scratchy. I felt my other ones and they don't feel like this, but I mean, I use mine for my eyelashes. So next is the C.P.C 217, which works great, and this is the MAC 217, and this is the C.P.C 217, and they look just alike. And this one feels just as soft as this one does, the MAC one does, and it worked really good. It's a little shady, so I don't know, it'd be like extra hair standing up, but once I pluck them away, then it's all fine. But if it keeps happening later on in the future, it's not gonna be many hairs to do the job, but for right now it's fine. But yeah, and that's the C.P.C 217. Next is my favorite. I use this a whole lot, and it's the C.P.C 252, and this is like a flat shader brush, a large flat shader brush, and I use this a lot for lid color, just to place the lid color. Next is the C.P.C 316, a lip brush. It's the one you can take it off and put the cap on it like that. The only thing about this brush is this is not supposed to happen. This top thing is supposed to be glued on here, but I can fix that once I find some glue. The brush itself is actually pretty good for your lips, really soft, not scratchy at all. So it's a good brush. If I don't really use lip brushes, but you know. Next is the C.P.C 275 brush, which looks like that. It's the angle shader brush, and this is good for getting your inner tear duct and some lid. Negatives about this brush: this is a great brush. Next is the C.P.C 194. It's supposed to be a concealer brush, but I use this for my green look to do some work on my lower lash line and stuff. So next is the C.P.C 195. I use this as a concealer brush, and I use this to apply my cream product, the C.P.C 266. And this is nothing like the MAC 266. It is very thick, like the bristles. You cannot handle. The bristles are not like little at all, so you pick up a lot of product and you get a thick line, like I showed you guys with the what was those brushes, those Fidelio tool brushes. You get the same problem. So I really didn't like this brush at all. And the last brush is the C.P.C 224 brush, the tapered blending, or the tapered crease brush, tapered blending. I forgot which one this one is called, but it looks like this, and it's a little scratchy, but it does the job, and it's good for crease work too, and for buffing out the rough edges. So I like this brush too. Alright, and out of all those brushes, my favorite ones are these ones. And yeah, I'm gonna have to go into a part 2 to show you guys the palette. Thank you guys for watching. Go to the next video, please, and check it out. And I have the prices and stuff for the brushes and everything in the bottom bar. Thank you guys. Bye.